Hey everybody, Matt Timms here, and today I'm excited to start a new format of YouTube video, and I would love to hear your thoughts. Today I want to talk about who is your perfect customer. This is going to be applicable for you people in the Facebook ads world, as well as anybody that has a business that you're trying to define who is your customer. So I'm going to go through some few things with you. First of all, I would love to hear your feedback before or after this episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you think about this. If you like it, I want to see some more engagement on my YouTube channel. Not just people finding me from searches or very niche topics. We'll still do some of that, but I want to hear your thoughts directly, and I want you to engage and find lots of value from staying with all of my content. So today I want to talk about who is your perfect customer. And it's a question that gets thrown around a lot. Especially in Facebook ads digital world, because honestly you can't survive in the digital world without knowing exactly who your perfect customer is. But I want to define it for you regardless of what business you're in. We're going to define it and help you figure that out. So, who is your perfect customer? So it's important to recognize that what we are doing as defining our perfect customer, it's not about like something specific like Facebook ads. We talk a lot about Facebook ads targeting, and we're thinking interests, that type of stuff. But perfect customer, it's all about the mindset, the mentality. I want to encourage you, it's not about specific facts necessarily. Those are secondary to the actual mindset, psychological things. So it's all about their mindset. Because think about it this way, somebody who is 55, you may market to them the exact same way that you market to a 27-year-old because they simply never grew up. Or based on your business, how they interact with your business, they never grew up. So the reality is you're going to market to them the exact same way. Somebody who's 55, female, you might market to the same way. A 14-year-old girl, because they never got out of that. And I don't want to get into some like weird topics or anything. But if they just never grew out of that or matured out of that in that specific area, or simply they just have the same interests based on how they engage with your business. So it's all about their mindset, age, gender, other facts like mother or married or family relationships, those are secondary. So here are the questions that I like to ask defining my customer. Who do they follow? Celebrities, big, small, local, national, regional. Who do they follow? Do they follow certain people on TV? Do they follow certain celebrities in different markets? What do they listen to? This could be music. This could be audiobooks. Maybe they listen to podcasts. Maybe they're big followers of YouTube and it's a little bit different. Spotify, like where are they? What are they listening to? Who are they listening to? Who do they hang around with? Do they hang around with a lot of similar people to them? That's very possible. If you have somebody that's a leader, they're not necessarily hanging around with other leaders all the time. They're hanging around with followers. So who do they hang around with? Fathers don't necessarily hang around with other fathers. They hang around maybe with church community. Maybe they do hang out around with other men, but it's not necessarily like fathers hang out with fathers and mothers hang out with mothers. That's just not true. They hang out with family, or they hang out with families that love basketball. If they coach basketball, like there's a number of things. Figure out who it is. What struggles do they have? What keeps them up at night? Your perfect customer, what struggles do they have? It doesn't necessarily have to be a struggle that they have that you solve. That definitely needs to be part of it, but what pains do they have? What struggles do they have? What keeps them awake at night? Like, what's going on in their brain at all times? Maybe you're marketing to somebody in the business world, but their biggest struggle is that they don't have time for family. Is it directly related? No. But if you know that, then you can market accordingly. Then maybe not very time consuming, or able to do your thing over your lunch hour, consume your product over lunch hour or during a drive. Maybe one of those things is what's going to be the main selling point. But if your whole product is around cold calling, and you didn't know they have a struggle of a concern that they don't have enough time for their family, they I mean, they might buy one way or the other, but if you were able to just throw in a line like, you're able to consume this on your drive so you don't have to spend any time at home or at work. Like, that could be a huge selling point for them if you know that one of their pains is that. So define, what are all of their pains? Because you're not marketing to a business professional, you're marketing to that entire person. Understand all of their struggles, what keeps them awake. What other industries do they enjoy? If you're marketing to people who love country music, you might also, you might also market to people who are hunters. There's a big correlation there. Or stay-at-home moms who are interested in health and wellness. Like, there's a big connection there. Even if you're doing a program about educating your kids or developing your kids, maybe you need to talk about whole foods and healthy foods and best practices for relationships, or mom networking, or parenting problems, or dealing with your husband. Like, if you only know your customer based on the industry they're in, you're going to fall short, because they're going to be, nobody is only interested in one thing. That may be their greatest joy, but nobody is only interested in one industry. That's just completely unrealistic. For instance, let me prove you wrong if you think I'm wrong. There's this industry called the food industry. Can you name one person that likes anything but food that isn't also interested in the food industry? Everybody has to eat. Now, they may be only interested in farmers markets, if they don't eat out at all. They might only be interested in talking about dessert. But everybody thinks about food because everybody eats. So everybody is interested in multiple industries. It's a guarantee. And specifically, like, who do they follow in those industries? Back to that whole example, somebody who maybe your whole industry is around hunting out outdoors, dog products for hunting out outdoors. Maybe you're talking about what country music stars they follow. Like, find correlations in there and leverage those, because the reality is, like I said before, you're not marketing to one person in one industry. You're marketing to that entire individual, and it's up to you to understand them so you can speak their entire language. I'm convinced if you're able to speak somebody's entire language, not just their language in relation to you, but their entire language, they're going to think that you understand them, and you're going to get their business. Next slide. So let's talk a little bit about how this relates to Facebook ads, because I know a lot of you do this. So these are some of the questions that I ask. What celebrities in your industry do they follow? I always start targeting in my own industry. The reason I like celebrities is because there's always an emotion connected to that. People don't follow people without some kind of desire or emotional connection. What other companies have similar offers to yours? So a lot of times I also think about who are the national stores or businesses, the national caliber stores that I would compare myself to. I'm the local version of XYZ. I'm the local version of Cabela's or whatever it is, and market that way. What stores do they shop at? Doesn't have to be just your store. So it's like people, businesses, retail stores. What products do they obsess over? Maybe you're like Yeti materials, Yeti bottles, all that sort of stuff. Or maybe they're huge fans of Ford trucks. Like, they obsess over Ford, or a certain type of shotgun, or a certain type of kitchenware. Like, there's a whole bunch of things, and a lot of those you can find in targeting if they are also doing some level of marketing. What magazines do they read, or what shows do they watch? This gives a lot away. My main go-tos are definitely the celebrities and the companies or businesses that are similar to mine, but on a national level. Those are my main go-to for targeting. So now I want to ask you question of the day. Who is your perfect customer? I want to hear you explain this in the comments below. I'd love to hear you define exactly who you are after, and maybe we can even can make some collaboration going on in the comments. Support each other, all that good stuff. And like always, if you liked this video and you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like this video, stick around. Let me know this is your first time viewing. And if you're a regular subscriber, stay tuned. I'm going to start doing some different giveaways. Maybe I'll do some consulting. Maybe I'll just give away a random gift card. I don't know. But stay tuned. I want to develop an excellent community here on YouTube. I appreciate all of you who have reached out to me. So don't forget, subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, and happy marketing, you guys. I will see you tomorrow. See you later. Bye.